How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Today Venture and I are about to head off on a 2-night camping trip up into the Victorian High Country up at Talbertville. There's a motorcycle rally going on there. It's hosted by the Monarch Motorcycle Club. I've never been there before. Venture went there last year, and I think he experienced some snow and some other bits and pieces. But Venture, which way are we going to take today, mate? Which way are we going to go?
We're going to head out to Longwarry, then we're going to go along the Old Sale Road, out the back through to Freestone Road, which is heading up to the Dargo Road, and then into Dargo, then climb out of Dargo for about, I don't know, 12 to 14 k's up onto the High Plains, and then drop down into Talbertville. It's another 13 k's, about the same distance from Dargo into there.
Yeah, so join us on yet another adventure. The bikes are all loaded up, ready to go. Hopefully it's not too cold. I rode over to Venture's this morning. It was a bit nippy, but we're rugged up, so let's get into it and I'll see you on the road. I think Venture's got some trouble with his bike here. So we've not long left Venture's joint. We've just fueled up. We're about 10 minutes into the ride and just going through that roundabout back there. Venture's lost power, so have to do a bit of digging and find out what's going on here, eh? So it's been a while since we used these bikes. We've just discovered that the reserve tank Venture had it set to is actually not the reserve tank, but the main tank. So we've flicked that. Hopefully this is going to solve the problem. So just a little bit of an out of fuel issue. We'll get back on the road. So those fuel tanks, like the way they're plumbed up, it's quite deceiving. So the hose that runs into the bottom of the tap is actually your main tank, and the reserve tank, which is the tank that sits under our seats, is plumbed into the top tap. So yeah, it's quite deceiving because when the fuel arrow is facing towards the hose, you think it's running on, it's not. And Venture's just had a bit of a silly moment, ran out of fuel. So we're just cruising out the back of Cardinia at the moment, just heading east, just cruising alongside these table drains on the dirt roads, just keeps us away from the main traffic and that. The weather's pretty good, there's no wind, so you know, at the moment you see we're pushing about 80 k's out of the bikes on the dirt. So yeah, if you get a bit of a headwind on these bikes, it's a bit of a pain, but today the weather's on our side, there's not much wind around, so let's hope it stays like this and this rain stays away. So we're a little bit into the trip now, probably on the road for about 45 minutes, just taking these back roads, but a few showers have come through, and I've just realised at the intersection, a few intersections ago, that my back brakes are miles out of adjustment. So I put new tyres on this. I didn't, Venture did, thanks Venture. And yeah, maybe haven't adjusted the back brakes properly, so there's just so much travel in them, so I'm sort of running on my front brakes at the moment. So we're just coming through Longwarry at the moment. Getting a few showers come through, nothing major, just a bit of drizzle. So we've crossed over the Princess and we're sort of heading towards Nearham. It's good to be back out on the bike. It's been a while for me, so yeah, it's awesome just to be able to get back out on the bike again. I wish the weather was a little bit better, to be honest, but it's still, even still, it's not too bad. So here we got the sign here, yeah, Nearham South, Newgie, Mount Baw. That's the direction we're going. Got the old too fast slow down warning coming up to the roundabout. So that sign back there was just saying Old Sale Road, which is the road we're on now. Some quite nice views along here. So we're finally getting to some nice riding, some downhill windy roads, which is always a bit of fun. I hope we have a bit of a pit stop soon. I don't know if Benchy's an old man, but I tell you what, he can sit on a bike, eh? Like, I'm starting to get sore fingers, and he just doesn't stop. He's out of control. So we've just had the sun come out, which is absolutely fantastic. And I can see Benchy's camelback's blown over to the side. I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro, but yeah, it's blown over to the side, but he still won't stop. He'll just keep going. I'm not gonna lie, I've got zero idea where we are, eh? I'm just following the old man at this point. We're going left here. I hope this sun stays out. It just makes all that difference, eh? So the sun definitely didn't stay out for long. It looks like we've got a few rain clouds lingering around us, so with a bit of luck we might just miss them, but I don't think we're going to be that lucky. I'm not even sure what the time is. I don't even know how long we've been riding for, but it's it looks like we're coming up to about 100 k's since we left Benchy's joint, so I dare say we've been on the bikes for a few hours now, close to. So we just come into your lawn north, and that shower, we're just starting to get a bit of rain now, so not ideal. ran out of fuel on my main tank, I just switched that over. It was a little bit sketchy. I had my foot sitting up here on the peg and it started to run out of fuel, and yeah, I wasn't really ready for it. But anyway, it's on the reserve tank under my seat now, and if I'm a betting man, I think Venture might be stopping just up here, probably for lunch or something. It's at Toongabbie. This is where we stopped on our Vic High Country trip, so I reckon this is probably where we're going to stop and get some more fuel. So it would have been good if I got that, you know, 2 or 3 more Ks out of the tank, but anyway. Just at the Toongabbie general store, just grabbed a coffee. We'll get back on the road and head to Hayfield to get some fuel. So we haven't long left Toongabbie. We just grabbed a coffee and a bite to eat. What a difference it makes just getting a coffee into you. It's freezing cold today. It's a lot colder than we expected. But this little dirt section here between Hayfield, it's actually in decent nick. It was pretty potholed when we first got on it, but oh, it's a bit ordinary there. But it's yeah, it's in pretty good nick. So our next stop's Hayfield, where we'll get some fuel, and then we'll start heading up into the mountains from there, I think. So Venture recently, just before this trip, rebuilt his bike, and I think it's made a big difference to his performance, because I felt like I always had the fastest bike. Not that I had the fastest bike, I'm probably just the lightest rider. But at the moment, on this trip, I've really noticed that, like, I've got this bike pegged at the moment. I can't go anymore, and he's just pulling away, and it must have made some sort of difference to his performance, because yeah, I used to be able to sort of, you know, catch up whenever I wanted to, and now, yeah, it's not really the case. So he just went past the signs there that say we're coming into Hayfield, so that was a very short little ride from Toongabbie to here. So this is where we're going to get some fuel. Venture's bike's definitely running a lot better, eh? Like, if any of you's watched that trip, the High Country trip there, his bike was blowing smoke like it was a 2-stroke, and now there's nothing coming out of his pipe. And yeah, I can't keep up with him, to be honest. Another nice little moment where the sun's out, but yeah, you can see the mountains up ahead. That's where we're heading. So hopefully it's not too cold. It's not too bad when the sun's out, but when the sun's not out, that wind's bloody cold, eh? So here we are, we're in some pretty good country now, some nice windy roads, sort of at the base of the hills and the mountains. This road is a bit sketchy, eh? A bit rough if someone was coming the other way a bit quick. So we just had a feral cat run across the tracks just a little bit back there. But this is my favourite part about owning a CT110, is this kind of riding, you know. Set off this morning, just go cruise across the state. We've used under 10 litres of fuel, and now here we are winding through the Victorian High Country along this awesome river. And it's and these little windy dirt roads in the bush, like, they're just so much fun on these low cc bikes. So yeah, really enjoy. This is my favourite part now, the stuff when you get on the dirt. You know, we've got all our camping gear with us. It's just an awesome feeling. I'm not too keen when you get all this loose rock like this. It feels like you're riding on marbles. But yeah, this is a bit better here. But that really loose stuff, it feels like you're on marbles. And yeah, when you go around the corners, it feels like you're gonna slide out, eh? Pretty slow climbing up these hills. Down to 30 k's an hour, yeah. You know, old CT110s don't like the hills, that's for sure. Here we are making a slow climb up the hill. This is the main road into Dargo. We should be coming up to the Waterford Bridge soon, I believe, but we're going to stop at the Dargo pub. Benji wants to grab some beers. Got a caravan up here in front of us, but yeah, it's a very slow climb on the bike, so he probably won't bother us too much. I dare say he'll probably be a bit quicker than us. Going to pull over and let us pass. Good on him. Definitely appreciate when people do that, eh? Not everyone does that. So we're just coming up to the Waterford Bridge over the Woonongatta River. There's a sign of Dargo, just pulling in now. I think we're going to stop at the pub so eventually you can take a few beers up to the rally with him. Grabbing a beer at the pub with Venchi. Got Venchi just loading his takeaways into the bag. Now it's just starting to sprinkle a little bit, so we'll get on the bikes and head up to Talbertville. So we've got a pretty slow climb here coming out of Dargo. Had to drop her back another gear. We've only got 30 odd k's to go, but yeah, it's just pretty slow going up these hills. So we've been slowly climbing up here for a while now. It's just starting to rain, but the temperature has dropped off so much since we left Dargo. I'm not sure what altitude we're at, but yeah, it's bloody cold. And I've got a feeling it's only going to get colder. But yeah, real slow going at the moment, trying to push up these hills. So we're right down in speed now, doing 30 k's an hour, just chugging up this hill. So we've lucked out here. This road's been recently graded, so it's in really good condition. And I'm pretty sure that this is the track that goes all the way into where the rally is, so it's getting a bit, it's probably around 4 o'clock or something about now. So it's down, the temperature's definitely dropped off a heap, so almost there. I really need to adjust these back brakes when we get a chance. It's just that I'm really relying on my front brakes coming down this hill, and I don't like to be on the front brakes too much when I'm on the loose gravel. Just let the engine do the work to slow down. Just don't let it run away from me, that's all. Oh, a bit bouncy through there. There's some pretty sharp rocks and sort of rock poking through the road, and it can sort of jar your wrists at times if you don't see it, because I've got a bit of dust. I've got the sun glaring on my visor, and I've also got a bit of dust, so sometimes you hit those bigger rocks and you really feel it through your wrists. There he goes through there. Seems like all these hairpins are washed out. I've just dropped back a little bit to get out of Venchi's dust, and you can got some really good views through here. You know, back up there I could see back over to this road where he is, where he was riding through. But the views are, oh, that's a big rock. The views are absolutely magnificent, but you got to be careful, because while I'm looking at the views, like you can see rocks like this one, you sort of got to be watching what you're doing, but sometimes you can't help yourself. So we arrived safe and sound. The GoPro died just as I was coming in, but awesome little camping spot. Just had more bikes here rocked up, a bike, so we're just sort of setting up our swags and camp. But yeah, there's a few people here. The sun's starting to go down now, starting to chill off a bit. Just making some food. Eventually she's cooking up some noodles like I am, just waiting for the jet boil to boil some water and then have some noodles, and then I think we might go hang out by these fellas' fire array. I'm not going to be standing up here in the cold all night. So it's day 2 up here at Talbertville. Freezing cold morning. Slept really good last night, warm as. Just making myself a coffee. A few people turned out. I think from what Venture's saying, a few more is going to come today, but definitely an awesome camping spot. The fellow over here's got this vintage Vespa. It's awesome. It looks so cool. It's got cool vintage stickers and that on it. So it's getting close to midday now. There's a lot more bikes, a lot more people showed up. There's an old Norton over there. That's by far my favourite bike so far that I've seen up here. Everyone's really friendly and yeah, having a good time. So my new favourite bike just rocked up. Just about to Benji's having a cup of tea, just about to jump on my bike and head up to the helipad for to see if I can get some phone signal. There's a few people coming in, so hopefully it don't bloody hit anyone on their way down. Just want to try to get some reception. So I'm just working my way up to the helipad here so I can make a phone call home. A lot of people turned out. The weather's fantastic. I'm a massive fan of a lot of these older bikes. You know, an older bike just rocked up before and it looks like it's been everywhere. It looks absolutely awesome. Those Urals seem real popular with the side carts and that. A lot of them getting around, but yeah, no, everyone's really friendly and overall having a really good time. So just coming back down after making a phone call, something's wrong with my front suspension. I think when I was coming up before I was getting some big clunks, so not sure. I think it's I think the front shocks have just had it. Just suss them out when I get back down the bottom. So this is about where my camera died yesterday coming in, but you can see the grassed area down the bottom there. That's where the camp is. So it was quite a pleasant sight last night riding in, but yeah, the GoPro battery died, so I didn't really get the shot. Got Venture here making some dinner. It's almost the end of the day, so we're probably just going to cook some food, relax. It's been really good, and we'll wake up early tomorrow and start heading home. But yeah, it's a pretty good turnout. Over 60 they said, so quite good. So I've just rolled out of our swags on the last day, just about to have a coffee. It's freezing cold, everything's wet, so we'll have to wait for that to dry out. But while we do, we'll go have a coffee and stand in front of the fire, I think. It was interesting. It was interesting coming up here. Yesterday I was getting a lot of clunking out of my forks. I think they need some oil in it, but now that the bike's loaded, I'm not getting it. So it's interesting, but I'll definitely take the forks off and chuck some more oil and stuff in them, ready for the trip in October. I think we're not too far off getting to the top near the helipad here. I think we're about to get rounded up by a crew of bikes, eh? You can see them in my mirror. Oh, he's towing something. What's he dragging? It's like fishing line or something. I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro, but something's like just trailing out of his bag. Ooh. Ooh. Almost fucking come a guts there, eh? Wow. Just slowed down a little bit. I was trying to keep up with Venture and the other fella there, and maybe got a little bit ahead of myself, but Yeah, it started to slip in the back, and I was, didn't know what to do, sort of headed straight, but once I got into that soft shit, I think that was bad news, eh? But managed to stay on top of it, so I'm happy with that. Could definitely got the heart beating, but yeah, I think I might just slow down a little bit and just take my time, go at my own pace and stop trying to keep up with other people. So just sort of coming down the bottom of this hill now into some farmland, into just outside of Dargo. Well, this would probably be considered Dargo, I guess. Awesome old shacks and that around here. Like this one looks amazing. Be a cool little weekender. Oh wow. So we're just leaving Dargo now. Met a couple of hound hunters there at the Dargo general store. Venchi, earlier on when the bikes come past us, I saw a fishing line. I saw something hanging out the back of the pannier. It ended up being fishing line, and Venchi had it wrapped up all around his back wheel. So one of the hound hunters there was kind enough to get his knife out and help him untangle it all from his back hub. So yeah, appreciate that for sure. So just coming up this long gradual hill here, probably going to have to drop it down a few gears to get up there, but wouldn't mind some feedback from you guys if you could put a comment in the thing if you prefer. I'm doing a bit of a test run on this trip. We've got our trip coming up October, but I've got the GoPro with the internal mic. Let us know if you like this the commentary, or don't like it, or prefer the music or whatever. Definitely interested in your feedback. I've got the new GoPro, so it should kill a lot of the wind noise, but yeah, let us know what you think. I'm not even sure how the audio of this is going to come out, so yeah, definitely appreciate your feedback on what you prefer. Happy to do either, or happy to do a combination of both, but yeah, let us know in the comments. Just pulled over on the side of the road for a bit of a toilet break. Absolutely cracking day to be riding, eh? Had to get rounded up. The fella just dropped his bike. I didn't see what happened. He was walking around limping, so I don't know if he cramped or something and then dropped the bike. Yeah, that would suck. So we're into a pretty ordinary headwind now. I've got it full throttle. We're only sort of sitting on 70 k's. That's the problem with these Postie bikes. Yeah, a little bit of a headwind and just slow going. wave off old mate back there. Everyone gives you a wave when you're riding on a postie bike, eh? It spins me out. I saw him double look at Venchie's bike and I'm like, yeah, it is a postie, and then he spotted me and gave us the thumbs up. Venchie's going to take us down some dirt. The old dead wombat there. It's pretty cool, this this concrete drain that runs alongside the road here, eh? It's pretty interesting. A lot of loose gravel on this road. We're just coming up to the roundabout. This is where we take a little bit of a Venchie's express shortcut on this dirt road up here, which we come on the way up here, which was pretty good. Let these four drives past us. They probably come down here a bit of a shortcut. Probably didn't expect to get stuck behind two postie bikes, so let them past. Oh, a couple of hound hunters. Oh, they're the hound hunters that help Venchie out. Stop for a bit of lunch. So we just stopped for lunch back on the road now. I just realised that when we stopped, the little foam piece that covers the external mic that's in my helmet has come off during the trip somehow, so I'm not sure how the audio is going to be now that that's gone. If the wind noise is going to be crackling through, or my voice is going to be a little bit too loud or muffled, or yeah, not too sure. But anyway, won't know until I get home and put it on the computer. I think my speedo's stuffed up because it was sort of stuck there at 80 k's an hour. Don't have the cables on its way out or something, but even now it's saying it's doing 40. I'm barely moving. I'm not sure what's wrong with my speedo, but my bike definitely doesn't do 100 kilometers an hour this comfortably, so something's definitely wrong. And when I stop, it doesn't really return, so I'm not sure what it is, but I'll have to have a look when I get home. So there we go, we've just got back to Venture's house, the end of another trip. So it's my first motorcycle rally, definitely do one again. It's been a long day on the bike coming back. We just got stuck with the headwind, a few problems. I need to do my forks, the speedo. Venture and I both done our speedos on the same day. His is definitely the cable, I don't know what's wrong with mine. But yeah, no, it was a good time. And what are your thoughts, Venture?
Bloody perfect weather. Great company.
Yeah, no, it was a great time.
All good.
Yeah, it was good. All right, so if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.